response to my video, Banana Peel of Hate, our friend Luke D. Kahn had this to say. Bananas and their imagery have been historically used to belittle and degrade people of color, so you can see why seeing a banana peel being in a very open and visible spot, especially so close to the place where the historically black sororities were on a retreat, could be threatening to a marginalized and oppressed group of people. And if you can't see that, you lack any amount of empathy. The lesson that should be taken from this story is that our actions can have consequences that we don't intend, so we should think about the possible outcomes of seemingly innocuous actions. Somehow you got that they're a bunch of oversensitive libtards who were taught that there are racists that hate them. Have you ever considered that maybe they weren't taught that and have experienced actual racism in their lives? Maybe some of them, like Alpha Kappa Alpha President Michaela McNeil, have experienced hate crimes related to a banana. Nope, because you personally have never experienced racism, so it doesn't actually exist, right? You have said it yourself, experience shapes perception. Maybe instead of ridiculing them for being sensitive, we should listen to how they feel and learn from it. And then he decided he needed to say something else, so he also posted this. Additionally, saying that they thought the world is full of racists is saying that it isn't, which is just so obviously false. Try for once putting yourself in someone else's shoes. Well, hey there, Luke, and everybody like Luke. I can see that you've been drinking the Kool-Aid pretty heavily there. Maybe consider switching off CNN. Seriously, take a step back and picture it. A tree on a college campus. In that tree, a banana peel. And that's it. No noose, no blood, no dark brown action figure. A banana peel. Just a single, solitary banana peel. Do you honestly think that these girls had a reaction which was healthy and productive? Because it was not. The fact is, their reaction was not based on calm reason and healthy emotions. I know, there have been racist hostility which used the imagery of the banana, which is ironic since Darwin taught that all of us are primates. But whatever uses the racists of the past have made of it, there is not, and never has been enough of a cultural link between the South American fruit and the murder of innocent black Americans that anyone should draw that connection ipso facto. It's absurd. And by suggesting that it is reasonable to draw an immediate connection between one of the most common fruits on earth and the specter of white supremacy, you are weaponizing something entirely benign against those girls and anyone like them. You are the reason why those poor girls have to live their lives in fear so much that a banana peel will cause them to react as if they'd seen a swastika made of human blood painted on their garage door. The left tried to do this with the OK hand gesture last year. A hand gesture, which has been used to signal that everything is as it ought to be for more than a century, was suddenly redefined by the left to mean an assertion of white supremacy. Like the banana peel, the left told black Americans, that thing that has never been used as a weapon against you, that common thing which should be a source of comfort and happiness, from now on, you should understand that as a threat against you. And how hypocritical are you, Luke, when the picture of yourself on YouTube is racist hate speech? Are you going to pretend that you didn't know that wearing a white hat is a symbol of white power and ethnic cleansing? Why not just wear the hood, Luke? Would it have been any different? And Decon, your name there, your fake name on YouTube, Decon sounds a lot like Decon, a rat-killing poison. Why, if you're not a racist, is your name and avatar a series of messages about white people exterminating and replacing the blacks? When YouTube deletes your channel, you only have yourself to blame. Unless, Luke, maybe we shouldn't let the few racist idiots among us define what words, clothing, and hand gestures and fruit all mean. Maybe we shouldn't give them the power to weaponize things. The banana, the OK hand gesture, we want to pretend that those are the equivalent of the swastika or a burning cross? Who does that benefit? Who does that protect? More importantly, you need to ask who it harms. I'm mocking a ridiculous response that comes from being soaked in lies such that a single piece of fruit can cause college students, legally adults, to be afraid. But you are guilty of making those lies effective. I may be the reason that they don't feel validated for being afraid of a solitary banana peel in a tree, but you, Luke, are the reason they were afraid in the first place. You did that to them. Maybe you need to think about your part in all of this before you come here and accuse me of being insensitive or dishonest, because the world is full of racists. But you're one of them, and you empower them. You give them that power. You look to them to tell you what things mean, and worse than that, you allow those black girls to grow up being told that they are surrounded by hateful murderers, such that even if they never run into an actual racist their whole lives, they will believe that they are in danger every time they see a police officer, a banana, or a friendly hand gesture indicating that things are okay. Stop helping evil people make children afraid, Luke. I can't do that for you. All I can do is try to expose the lies and free some minds, but making the world a better place would be so much easier if well-meaning people like you would stop spreading the lies in the first place. We need to work together if we're going to see the kind of change we want. And thanks for your comments. And to Luke and everybody like him, I want you to remember, Jesus loves you.